G'day, my name's John. People call me Ruthie. This is my mustard truck. For those of you who don't know me, I've spent the last 40 years travelling Australia, spinning yarns, talking to people. And for those of you who do know me, well, just keep those yarns to yourself. They say if you turn something you love into a job, you'll never work another day in your life. And you know what? I'm living proof of that. I just love exploring, meeting new people, setting up camp and settling in for a night or two in the bush. Oh, and as you can probably tell, I've got a bit of a thing for old trucks. Well, ones that work anyway. Today, Mustard and I are taking a tour right through the Richmond Valley, just south of the border in Blue Country, where you get a whole lot of scenery and a history lesson or two thrown in along the way. Oh, what a beautiful valley. This is just glorious, this country. And right here, we've got a bit of history. Look at this. Those concrete Tetra Pak shaped things are tank traps, and they were put here in World War II because that's as far as we were going to let the Japanese go when they overran Australia. Right here on the Clarence River, we were going to stop them. Well, I reckon if they got this far, they might have gone a lot further, but anyway, we never got to find out. The Clarence River runs right through this area. From here, it snakes something like 350 kilometres down towards the coast, where it empties out all the way down in Yamba. Our journey's much shorter. This is Clarence River Wilderness Lodge, where Steve and Sharon Ross have laid out a beautiful bit of grass right by the banks of the Clarence. There's a few options here: bunk down in the cosy cabins, spend a night in their great bell tents, or keep it simple and set yourself up under the stars. No prizes for guessing what I'm doing. Oh, how good is this? Steve and Sharon know what they're talking about. They've been here 30 years. I suppose that's no surprise. The river flat is just the perfect place to camp, just like they said. And with a fire ring, and the night's about to come on, this is going to be magic. There's a good reason camp oven cooking stood the test of time. All you need's a decent fire, whatever ingredients you've got rattling around in the truck, and a bit of technique. Well, let's just say you don't need to be a rocket scientist to turn out something half decent. I'm the first to admit I'm not a chef, you know, but years ago I had to fill in for a shearer's cook that ran away, and I sort of got the hang of it. And of course, you know, a bloke like me, I like my food. You've got to learn to cook if you're going to get fed. Out here, wow, nothing is going to taste better than something out of a cast iron pot on an open fire. Oh, and if you're after the recipe for my bush stew, visit the Creek to Coast website. That's where I'll give you the full rundown. For now though, well, you'll have to excuse me. All work and no play. It certainly does work up an appetite.